What's going on, boys? I got the college football picks for you for Saturday, October 18th. With this format I'm about to give you guys, you could turn $20 into over $200. But of course, before we get into that, if you boys could please drop a like and subscribe, that would help me out a ton. Obviously, got the parlay play map up for you guys as per usual. Same rules as always, boys. If you guys live in any of these yellow states you see right in front of you, you can absolutely bet on Chalkboard or Parlay Play. This map goes for both of those apps. So again, any of those yellow states, Parlay Play, Chalkboard will absolutely work for you. Just talk to you guys about the individual apps themselves. Chalkboard, if you guys want to go download the Chalkboard app, throw in that code SBL when you guys are signing up. You're going to get a 100% deposit match up to $100, as well as one free exclusive pick. And then over on Parlay Play, if you guys want to download the Parlay Play app, throw in that code SBL when you guys are signing up. You guys are going to get a 100% deposit match up to $100 again, as well as a $5 free game at sign up. That $5 free game does not require a deposit whatsoever. So you get that game no matter what you put in. So obviously sweet deals over on both of them. Those deposit matches, I say this every single video for you new guys. I literally made so much money, hundreds and hundreds of dollars when I first started betting, just taking advantage of those deposit matches. Now, obviously, not everyone can throw in $100 on every single app. I totally get that, but I would recommend throw in as much money as you possibly can. Because again, the more money you put in, the more free money you get back out of it. So super sweet deal. Again, if you guys want to download both the apps, throw in the code SBL over on both of them. You guys can make $200 in literally under 5 minutes. Again, like I just said, it's the easiest way to make money I have ever found in my entire life. So absolutely love that. Just talk to you guys about our plays for yesterday. Yesterday we had an amazing day. So obviously you guys see our YouTube picks right here. DK Metcalf, that one really hurts. He had 39 yards on the first drive. And just was not able to get the 26 that he needed to finish that one off. So that one really sucks. Right here and right here, those are going to be VIP. Obviously, sweat VIP. Huge day for that. And then right down here, these are just some random plays I threw up on Twitter. If you guys want to find my Twitter, at SBLocksDFS. So go throw that a follow. But yeah, I'm just throwing you guys some extra like little random plays that I find just on Twitter every single day. So keep an eye out for that one. But obviously, total of 8 plays right here in front of you guys, or I believe actually 10 plays right here in front of you guys. 8 and 2 yesterday completely. So obviously, really strong day. Yesterday was just a pretty easy game to bet on. The only player that shocked me as far as them not really producing anything is DK Metcalf. He had a really bad game, but other than that, everyone that was supposed to do good absolutely did good. So love that. But with that being said, we're going to jump into our picks for Saturday. Really happy about some of these games, some of these plays I've got for you guys. First one I'm going to be getting into is Sawyer Robertson over 310.5 passing yards. Obviously, ton of yards, but guys, it's Sawyer Robertson. All these closer games that he's played in, minus ASU, he is getting a ton of passing yards. Obviously, 440 against SMU, ridiculous. And then not showing it here, but obviously he had about, I want to say like 420 against Auburn in that week 1. And then just straight up back-to-back insane weeks from the guy. So he has been playing out of his mind. He's playing TCU tomorrow. These teams are extremely similar in my mind. Neither of their defenses are very strong, but their passing games are ridiculously good, and they will throw hundreds and hundreds of yards on any single defense they play against. So for that reason, I absolutely love this. This game is going to be a shootout. Now, there is a bit of a chance of rain. I want to say it's like a 45% chance of rain. So that one might throw a wrench in things. But either way, I don't think that any weather condition could possibly stop either of these offenses from throwing. I looked at Josh Hoover a little bit. I like Sawyer Robertson a little bit more. Both of their yards lines are pretty similar as far as like where they're at. But Sawyer Robertson just tends to throw the ball a little bit more. He's got about, I want to say, around 40 pass attempts more than Hoover on the season. So obviously, love Sawyer Robertson, 310.5. I think he'll get that done for us again. Just going to be an absolute shootout over there at TCU tomorrow. So love that one. Our second play is going to be Damon Williams. We're taking him over his passing plus rushing at 292.5. Now, when I saw this line earlier, guys, it was all the way down at 272.5. They've already bumped it 20 yards. So absolutely love this. I want to say if they've moved this line, they should have moved the other ones. The reason that I liked this line so much earlier is because his passing yards plus his rushing yards alone was higher than his just flat out passing plus rushing. So absolutely love this. Obviously, this guy is set to have a monster game. He's had a ton of monster games throughout the season. 386 against Washington State last week. 538 yards against Rutgers, ridiculous. 329 against Maryland. So obviously, some huge games from the guy. Loves to run the ball a ton, obviously, but he is a very good passer. Washington is going to put up a hell of a fight against Michigan this week. Trust me on that. I absolutely love this game. This is going to be another one of those games that I think is going to be a little bit more high scoring than a lot of people are expecting. So love Damon Williams over 292.5 passing plus rushing yards. Our third pick I've got for you guys is going to be Omar Cooper. We're taking him over 5.5 receptions. This guy, obviously, Indiana's number one guy, gets a ton of looks. Especially in these games where they're just kind of playing bums. The only exception to that is against Ken. So really not worried about this one at all. Obviously, Indiana State had 10. Illinois, when they absolutely smoked them, I want to say the final score was like 63-10. Ridiculous score, but obviously 6 receptions there, 7 against Oregon last week. So I love this dude. He is a very good player, very skilled player. Fernando Mendoza loves getting this guy the ball. So 6 receptions for him, I think, should be pretty easy against a very weak Michigan State squad. So absolutely love that. And then our last pick I've got for you guys is Nico Iamaleava. This guy, in the last 2 games, they got their new OC. They are just putting up an absolute show on everyone they play. Obviously, huge win against number 2 Penn State just a couple weeks ago. They put up 42 points in this game. Ridiculous numbers. And then just last week against Michigan State, I was just talking about them. Very weak defense. They put up another 38 points. So in the 2 games that they've played with this new OC, they have put up 80 points. That is ridiculous. They're putting up so many points with this new OC. So absolutely love how this offense has been producing, obviously, along with that new OC line. Both of the games that he has played with this new guy calling the shots, he's got 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, obviously good amount. But I really like this play. Maryland, when they're playing Power 4 schools, they tend to allow 2+ passing touchdowns, I should say. Forget everything I just said. Let me reiterate that. I worded it a little bit weird. Any team that Maryland has played this year that has scored 2 or more touchdowns, their quarterback or quarterbacks, depending on how many the other team plays, has 2 passing touchdowns. So I absolutely love this play. Again, every single team that's putting up 2 or more touchdowns on Maryland has 2 passing touchdowns mixed in with that. UCLA's offense has looked absolutely unstoppable. Obviously, Penn State's defense really not that bad at all. They held Oregon to, I want to say, 27 points. So not a bad defense over there at Penn State. Yes, they've had some troubles the last few weeks, but very solid defense nonetheless. They put up 42 points. Nico threw 2 touchdowns. So I really don't think that they're going to have any issue with this Maryland defense at all. Obviously, like I just showed you guys, Damon Williams had just a ridiculous amount of yards against Maryland. 329 passing plus rushing. Everyone's really going crazy against this Maryland team. They're not very good as far as a passing defense goes. So absolutely love that pick. Obviously, those are 4 picks I've got for you guys today. Just going to run over them really quickly for you guys, give you a little refresher. Sawyer Robertson, more than 310.5 passing yards. This is absolutely going to be a shootout. Again, like I said, Baylor, TCU, they both have extremely strong passing offenses, love to pass the ball a lot. Their defense, not as strong at all. Tends to allow a lot of points, tends to run up the score, have a lot of shootouts in games involving these teams. So I love that. And then Damon Williams, more than 292.5 passing plus rushing. Again, like I said, this line already jumped up 20 yards. They know something. This dude is going to go crazy. He's been having a crazy year already. Michigan has had a lot of struggles. They've showed a lot of weaknesses on that defense this year. So I absolutely love him to go over 292.5 passing plus rushing. Omar Cooper, more than 5.5 receptions. Like I said, he gets a ton of targets, ton of catches in these games against weak teams. Obviously, it's pretty clear Indiana is one of those teams that likes to run up the score a lot. That game against Indiana State, they scored 70-something points. That game against Illinois, they scored 63. So they love to run up the score. They're going to keep passing no matter what that score is. So I absolutely love Omar Cooper, more than 5.5 receptions. And then our final pick, Nico Iamaleava, more than 1.5 passing touchdowns. Like I said, Maryland, any team that has scored 2 or more touchdowns against that Maryland team has had 2+ passing touchdowns. So absolutely love this. And again, that offense has just looked absolutely unstoppable these last 2 weeks. That new OC is really putting in a lot of work for this team. So I absolutely love that. But last thing I've got to tell you guys before I get out of here, obviously you see Prizepicks, 20 turns into 200 flat. No worries at all. take it over here to Parlay Play. Absolutely love Parlay Play, guys. This is literally my personal favorite betting app just because of the payouts. So obviously Nico's line, same exact. Damon Williams line actually 4 yards lower. Love that. Sawyer Robertson just 1 yard higher. Omar, same exact line, but you guys are getting an extra almost $30 just for throwing it in on Parlay Play. So this is literally the reason I like Parlay Play so much. All the lines are generally the same, if not sometimes lower. Maybe if they're higher, maybe 1 or 2 yards higher, but generally about the exact same lines as pretty much every other app, and the payouts are absolutely ridiculous. As you can see here, an extra $30 just for throwing it in on a different app. That's profit. That's awesome. We all love that. But with that being said, that's really all I've got for you guys today. So I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow.